welcome to Shrestha Academy, a step towards the success. So dear students, the topic of today's video is Newton's universal law of gravitation. Okay, so dear students, this is a very interesting topic which we are going to discuss in this video. Okay, so dear students, before going through the topic in detail, we should know what is gravity or gravitational force. Okay, so first of all we will discuss these two terms. Okay, so dear students, related to gravitation, you might have heard about a very popular story, and the story is one day Newton was sitting under an apple tree and suddenly one apple fallen on him. Okay, so he thought that why does this apple fallen downward only? Okay, so he started thinking and found that not only apple, if any object is released or dropped from a height, it fall down. Okay, not only this, if any object is thrown in upward direction, so finally it fall down towards the earth. Okay, so he started his research or his work and given a law related to gravitation or gravitational force. Okay, obviously there is a gravitational force behind the falling of an apple or falling of any object. Okay, not only this, dear students, we have some other natural phenomena. We know that all the planets are revolving around the sun, as well as all these satellites are revolving around a particular planet. Okay, for the earth, the moon, okay, that is the natural satellite of the earth. The moon is revolving around the earth. Okay, so why they are revolving? Who is controlling the revolution of planets around the sun or the revolution of satellites around the particular planet? Okay, so definitely at the end of this video you will be able to know the reason of all this phenomena. Okay, so first of all we are going to define what is the gravitational force. Okay, so the gravitational force is the force of attraction by which an object attracts any other objects in the universe. Okay, so now dear students, we are going to see the gravity. Okay, so gravity is nothing but it is a kind of gravitational force. Okay, so out of two objects, if one object is the earth and the other is any other object, okay, so in that case we will call it gravity. Okay, so let's define gravity in a proper way. So gravity is the force that is exerted by the earth on the any other object or body. Okay, so now dear students, let's start today's video and see what is the Newton's universal law of gravitation. Okay, so according to Newton's universal law of gravitation, each and every object in this universe attracts the other object with a force. Okay, whether it is a giant planet or even a small particle or object. Okay, so to explain the Newton's law, I have drawn one diagram here. Okay, so let's understand this with the help of this diagram. Okay, let us assume we are having two objects A and B having masses m1 and m2, small m1 and small m2, and both are kept at a certain distance r. Okay, so here the distance is measured from the center. Okay, so dear students, हमारे पास दो बॉडीज हैं जिनका मास m1 m2 है और वो दोनों एक certain distance r पे रखे हुए हैं. Okay, so according to Newton's universal law of gravitation, there is a force, okay, exerted by this object on this object. Similarly, the equal force will be exerted by this object to this object. Okay, so according to Newton, the force of attraction between these two bodies, it is directly proportional to the product of their masses. Okay, so the more is masses, the more will be the force of attraction between the bodies. Okay, as well as the force of attraction, it is inversely proportional to the square of distance between them. Okay, so the more is the distance, the lesser will be force, or the lesser is the distance, the more will be force, because it is inversely proportional. Okay, so combining above two, we have F proportional to m1 m2 upon r square. Okay, so now we can remove this proportionality symbol, okay, by inserting an proportionality constant. Okay, so here we have F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square, where G is the proportionality constant known as the universal gravitational constant. Okay, so dear students, so this is the final expression of Newton's universal law of gravitation. Okay, so here F is equal to G m1 m2 upon r square. Okay, so where G is the universal gravitational constant and its value is 6.6 into 10 to the power minus 11 Newton meter square per kilogram square. Okay, so usually dear students, it is difficult to remember this unit. Okay, so how can we remember this? So I am explaining with a simple trick. Okay, so dear students, if we write this expression in terms of G, okay, so here we will have G is equal to F into R square, okay, just cross multiply, then upon m1 m2. Okay, so dear students, here we have written this expression in terms of G. Okay, so we know that the unit of force is Newton, so here Newton, then the unit of distance is meter, since here it is square, so that's why meter square, and the unit of mass is kilogram, so here we have the kilogram square. Okay, so the unit of G is Newton meter square per kilogram square. So always remember, this value of G remains constant in the entire universe. Okay, since this law of Newton is applicable to the entire universe, that's why it is known as the Newton's universal law of gravitation. Okay, so I hope dear students it will be clear to you. Okay, so dear students, just now we have seen what is the Newton's universal law of gravitation. Okay, so according to which each and every object in the universe attracts the other object with the force. Okay, so the question arises, why does an apple is attracted by the earth? Okay, not the earth is attracted by the apple. Okay, so apple ही नीचे क्यों गिरता है? Okay, because according to Newton's law, जितने भी ऑब्जेक्ट्स हैं वो इक्वल फोर्स अप्लाई करते हैं. So जितना फोर्स अर्थ एप्पल पर एक्सर्ट करता है, उतना ही फोर्स एप्पल अर्थ पर भी एक्सर्ट करता है. तो एप्पल ही नीचे क्यों गिरता है? अर्थ अट्रैक्ट होकर ऊपर क्यों नहीं जाता? ओके, सो दिस इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन. Okay, so to know the answer, we have to see the Newton's second law. Okay, so dear students, according to Newton's second law, F is equal to ma. Okay, so this is the equation given by the Newtons. Okay, so here we can calculate A is equal to F by m. Okay, so we can say A is inversely proportional to the m, or A proportional 1 by m. Okay, so dear students, here we have inverse relationship between the acceleration and mass. Okay, so the more mass, lesser will be the acceleration and less mass, then greater will be the acceleration. Okay, since the mass of earth is much greater than the mass of an apple, means हमारा जो अर्थ का मास है वो बहुत ज्यादा है कंपेयर टू द मास ऑफ एन एप्पल. सो द एक्सेलरेशन प्रोड्यूस्ड इन द अर्थ इट विल बी वेरी लेस. ओके, क्योंकि अर्थ का मास बहुत ज्यादा है. सो अर्थ में जो एक्सेलरेशन होगा वो नेग्लिजिबल होगा. But the acceleration produced in the apple it will be very large because आपका जो एप्पल का जो मास है वो बहुत कम है, तो इसलिए उसमें एक्सेलरेशन ज्यादा होगा. So this is the reason that an apple is attracted by the earth, not earth is attracted by the apple. Okay, so dear students, I hope ये आपको क्लियर हो गया होगा. Okay, I hope dear students आपको ये वीडियो अच्छा लगा होगा. Okay, so please like and share the video as well as subscribe my channel. Okay, so मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में. Till then, be happy and take care of yourself.